To this new season now that the coach has had money to buy several players, the team is not clicking. So there's a problem somewhere. I think it's a tactical approach in which he need to put on his thinking cap and bring Liverpool back the way it used to be.
Okay, coming back to Chelsea now, you see your team, the way they play today, and then although you have a lot of injuries in the squad, and then especially Kopama being absent. Now, this crop of players, was it because Chelsea have lost 3 consecutive games and then they believe that this game, we must win this game by all means, because at least it's natural that after losing 1 or 2 games, the next game, that in the camp, there's going to be a lot of fights and, the morale will be so high that no, we cannot lose this one again, irrespective of who we are playing again. Was that the morale that Chelsea came into this game? Or there was a special tactic that Maresca used that you saw that really helped Chelsea out of this game?
I don't think there was a special tactic that he used. Chelsea-Liverpool game is always like that. Even if Chelsea loses to a smaller team, playing Liverpool, the best or the worst they can get will be a draw. It has been happening like that over time. Though they stepped up their game a little bit this time around. But this formation he played somehow helped them. But I, as a fan, didn't like it because Gusto was playing as a midfielder. But the formation still helped him somehow. But my annoyance is that when Chelsea had every chance to win the match in the game in the first half, why were they not knocking the ball? Instead of them to attack, there was no sign of urgency in that first half.
Well, they knocked the ball to create spaces.
No, but the spaces they created was taking the ball backward to the keeper. They didn't knock the ball in front of 18. They didn't play any shot in front of that 18. The only shot that they played came in was when Gittins came in. If you can remember very well, most of the balls that Garnacho had, either crossing it or passing it to somebody in front of the 18-yard box, the player will give it back to the next one will give it to Guto will give it to James returns it back to the goalkeeper.
So from your honest side of view, do you see Chelsea? Where do you see Chelsea from now to January? With this performance against Liverpool today, will you say Chelsea are back, or it was just because they are playing against Liverpool?
No, if their injury worries, if their injured players comes back, I believe Chelsea will be within now. They should be on 9th position or something.
Yes.
I believe if their injured players come back from now to that January, Chelsea might step up like three position ahead.
In this game, Liverpool have so many good midfielders. Szoboszlai started, McAllister and Gravenberch in that midfield. And then Casido. When you say Casido outplayed your midfielder, because the last time we had an argument about the best midfield between Chelsea and Liverpool. So this time around, now I want to put it to you that Casido and the midfield Liverpool paraded today. What do you think about that midfield?
Apart from the goal Caicedo scored, what else do you saw in the game? How many of the ball touches or goal chances Caicedo created? Apart from the goal.
To be honest, from my point of view, Casido really marshaled that midfield.
He marshaled it. Okay, now. Well. You call Caicedo as against 3 Liverpool players. Okay, should we just call it that today is his day? You understand? Maybe today is his day. But the Liverpool midfielders, don't forget, if you check that game, the statistics very, very well. Gravenberch had the highest amount of ball touches in that midfield.
So I say Gravenberch is better than Casido.
No, there's no basis for comparison. We are not comparing them here for now.
No, but I'm asking you now. Can you say Gravenberch is far better than Casido?
Not far better.
Despite Casido's performance today.
No, I don't think so. I don't think it's better than Caicedo. If we want to look them in their style of play, their endurance ability, the ability to even create at some point, shooting ability and all of that. I will not say as a Liverpool fan that he is better than Caicedo. I won't say that. But every player has a team that he fits into. That's why I see there's always so many mistakes every season in every league in the world. The top 5 leagues in the world. You may want a player, but when you get that player, it may not fit into your style of play. So it's just like a roll of the cosmic dice. You understand? Not every player you buy will live up to expectation. Are you get what I'm trying to say? So, but if you check it very well, that's why I said, if we check back to last season, Gravenberch, he was outstanding. But now into this new season now, that the coach has had money to buy several players, the team is not clicking. So there's a problem somewhere. I think it's a tactical approach in which he need to put on his thinking cap and bring Liverpool back the way it used to be.
And the way things are going now, even in the game, Konate was substituted instead of Van Dijk, just like I said. But in the team, when we say somebody has a name, you are a big name or you are a senior man, it plays a role sometimes. You have respect in your team that even what they are supposed to tell you sometimes, they don't want to tell you. From your own perspective, are you going to say Van Dijk should be benched? From all this analysis, should Liverpool continue like this with Van Dijk, or Van Dijk should be benched so that Liverpool can get back to see if they are going to be conceding less?
Despite his spasmodic form, I think for now, if somebody is supposed to be on the bench, it should be Konate. You know why? Konate is not a player that have absolute coordination in defense line. He's too shaky. He can commit blunder at any time. That is where Van Dijk has an edge over him. Though he's more radical and resilient than Van Dijk. But in terms of composure, and that is what is really required as a central defender, composure, the ability to read the lines, opponents, what they want to do next for you to give a coverage. If you check the best defenders in the world, do not actually have speed. The Jabstam, the Nemanja Vidic, Alexandru Nesta, name them. They use calculative measures to fast track or to track down any opponent. You understand? But the issue here is that the Van Dijk and the Konate issue now has become a subject. But if I should want any of them to be on the bench, I think it's Konate because he's prone to mistakes. That's just it.
Okay, seeing some of your good players or new players from Chelsea this season, are you going to say with the performance today, Estavo, the likes of Gittins, Garnacho, are they better than the Liverpool attack from your own perspective? Because Liverpool spent money, Chelsea also spent money, but today now, head-to-head, one-on-one, at least Chelsea coming up on top. Are you going to say you are not scared of those Liverpool's attack? And then Estavo and this guy, are they really better?
If you could see the way Estavo was taking the ball to them, Estavo was taking the ball to their defense. You could see that confidence is there. And their Liverpool defense truly was shaky. You understand? Garnacho, Estavo, they played extremely well today. Chelsea never respected that Liverpool team. Generally, they didn't respect them because the way they played. I didn't think they respected them. They would have been scared of playing them. But you could see the way they were taking the ball to them. Only that they had poor finishing touches. You understand? When Estavo came in, you saw the way he was outrunning their defensive line, and which was what I needed. Had it been, if Estavo started, then somebody like João Pedro, then play Maguire, I strongly believe Chelsea would have gotten more goals in that first half. But I still believe that with time they will improve.
Okay, two more questions. Will you say you miss your goalkeeper, Alisson, in this game?
Not at all. I didn't miss him.
You didn't
The
miss him?
lapse did not show. The goalkeeper that manned the post today was hyperactive and he made so many saves. So I did not miss Alisson Becker because the goalkeeper area even is not the problem of Liverpool. So I didn't miss him. He never committed any blunder. The 2 goals were well deserved.
If I say you should take one player from Chelsea that you would have loved to have played for you based on today's game, who would that player be?
A Chelsea player that would have been fit in Liverpool team.
Yes. Based on today's game from what you saw today.
It should be Caicedo.
Caicedo.
Yes.
If I say you should take one player from Liverpool that can fit into your team, who would that player be?
Szoboszlai.
Szoboszlai.
And I will tell you that Chelsea is the ultimate expression in football perfection.
Which perfection and which expression?
I said Chelsea is the ultimate expression in football perfection.
In today's win or the 3 losses before, which of them?
Don't remind me of the losses.
No, I just want to be sure of what you are saying.
Use your tongue to count your teeth.
I'm counting.
I've beaten Liverpool. I've gotten my 3 points. So I am the best expression in football perfection.
No problem. I can see you're happy today.